Hello, everybody, and welcome to STRAT Minor League Baseball right here on the Sports Time Machine, where today it will be the AAA affiliate Reno Aces as they'll take on the Salt Lake Bees, as it will be the best of the Arizona Diamondbacks franchise taking on the best of the Los Angeles/California Angels franchise as they will represent the AAA Salt Lake Bees here at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona, park of today's Reno Aces. Let's get down to the ballpark, folks. And I'll give you kind of a caveat, please. Their game may be cut short tonight in a rain delay, possibly because I have an on-call phone I'll have to answer in case there might be a delay. So please understand that. So the roof is open. There's a chance of showers and a possibly good chance. Here is your Bees lineup. It'll be Darren Erstad in left, Mike Trout in center, Ohtani's your DH, Tim Salmon in right, Wally Joyner at first, Bobby Grich at second, Brian Downing behind the plate, Jim Fregosi at short, and Troy Gloss at third. For the Diamondbacks, Gonzalez in left, Finley in center, Marte in right, Williams at third, Drew at short, Bell at second, Goldschmidt at first, Miller at first as Montero is out with injury, and on the mound is Dan Herron. He's their third starter, and he'll be taking on the Bees' third starter, Jared Weaver. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and we welcome you again to STRAT Baseball as we represent the best of the Angels versus the best of the Diamondbacks. Let's get this started so we don't get delayed any further. As Dan Herron's on the mound, this is the third game. This is the third game of the series. Both teams have split the first two. So let's see who gets the third game. Let's go in this first series of the season. So Erstad will lead off. He's 3 for 6 so far, a double and 2 RBIs. Here's the first pitch from Dan Herron, and that will be a line drive double for Darren Erstad. So Erstad doubles in the gap. Runner on second and nobody out. Here's Mike Trout. Trout 3 for 9, 3 RBIs. Herron looks in for the sign. Erstad with good speed at second. Miller behind the plate. Here's the pitch from Herron, and that will be a 3-8 and a walk to Trout. And here comes Mr. Ohtani. He's 4 for 8, a triple, a home run, and a run batted in. He has 3 steals. Miller puts down the target. Herron from the stretch, first and second, nobody out. Pitch to Ohtani is a strikeout for Herron. He gets a big strikeout there. And now here's Tim Salmon. He's 0 for first 9, so struggling a bit with the bat. Miller puts down the sign. Herron from the stretch, first and second with 1 man out. And the pitch is going to be a deep drive left center field. Back goes Finley, way back, and that's a big one for a big 3-run home run. Tim Salmon, so he breaks the schneid with a big 3-run, big fly for the Halos. So the Bees take a 3-0 lead here in the first with 1 out. And here's Wally Joyner. So Joyner, the batter. Dan Herron hit pretty hard. Miller puts down the sign, and now Herron with a big windup and pitch to Joyner. That's going to be a ground ball to first. Goldschmidt to the bag, and there's 2 outs. And here's Bobby Grich. He's 3 for 9, home run and an RBI. Miller sets the sign. Herron looks in. Here's the pitch to Bobby Grich. 5-4, ground ball to third. That's Williams. Pick it up and throws him out. So the Bees score 3 in the first. They sting first. Bottom of the first coming up. Here come the Snakes. It's 3-0 Salt Lake. Bottom of the first coming up here. Want to welcome anyone who comes late in the ball game or comes in the morning and watches this. We're proud to have anyone that wants to come in. Please like, subscribe, and please hit for your notifications as I do come on different parts of the evening and nighttime. So here is Kenzie Marte, the young-looking outfielder for the Diamondbacks, 4 for 8, double, triple, home run, RBI. A little bit of everything for this Diamondback team. Downing puts down the target. Weaver looks in. Weaver of 18-8 pitcher, 2.41 ERA. Here's the pitch to Marte, 4-11, and struck him out. Big strikeout for Jared Weaver. Here's Paul Goldschmidt hitting 167, 1 for 6, a double so far on the season. Downing sets the target. Weaver looks in, and here's the pitch to Goldschmidt. And that will be a line drive base hit for Paulie Goldschmidt. So Goldschmidt's on. And now here is Luis Gonzalez. So far, he's 2 for 8, home run, 3 RBIs. This is his monster 57 home run season. Downing sets the target. Weaver from the stretch. Run first, 1 out the pitch. And that will be a 4-10 ground ball to short. That's for Ghost. Let's see if he can turn 2. He can. It does. 6-4-3. So the Diamondbacks or the Aces go down the first. It's Salt Lake 3, Reno nothing. So a 3-0 lead so far for the Bees here in the top of the second inning. We'll keep it moving. It'll now be Brian Downing leading off. Downing will be followed by Fergosi and Gloss against Dan Herron. Herron looks in. Here's the pitch to Downing. And that'll be a 6-9 ground ball to short. Drew's got it, throws him out, and there's one away. So Downing retired. Downing was 1 for 6 before that. Here is Jim Fergosi, 2 for 8, 1 home run, 1 RBI. Miller puts down the sign. Herron with a big windup and pitch to Fergosi. 4-8 and got him. So Dan Herron gets his second strikeout. Now here is Troy Gloss. Gloss so far 0 for 5 on the year. 3 walks, a strikeout. Miller puts down the sign. Herron looks in, and here comes the pitch. 5-8 ground ball to second. Oops, that'll be a foul ball. First of all, it is. Here's a ground ball. The second is Bell. Bell fields and throws him out. And the Bees go out in the second. Let's go out to the bottom of the second. It is 3-0 Salt Lake. Here is Mark Reynolds. So far, he's 2 for 9 in an RBI. We followed by Steve Finley and Jay Bell. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver with a big windup and pitch. That'll be a 1-3 fly ball deep to right field. Salmon back at the track. He took him to the track to the other side. He oppoed him, but Salmon was there. Here is Steve Finley, 1 for 9, 2 RBIs. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver with the pitch. Here's a pitch to Steve Finley. 3-9 ground ball to second. Good play by Gretsch. Throws him out, and there's 2 outs. And now here's Jay Bell. Bell's 0 for his first 5. Downing puts down the sign. Jared Weaver on the pitch. That'll be a 2-2 fly ball. The deep center. Trout back at the track. Makes the catch. He took him deep, but Trout had room. We played 2, 3-0 Salt Lake. We go to the third here in Reno/Phoenix. Here in the top of the third inning. Here's Darren Erstad, 1 for 1 with a double, 7 at-bats, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. Kind of a good leadoff hitter for this Bees team. Miller puts down the sign. Herron with a big lineup and pitch to Erstad. 3-5 base hit Erstad. He continues to hot bat with 2 hits. And now here's Michael Trout. He was 0 for 0. He walked his first time up. He's already walked once. He's 3 for 9, 3 ribbies so far. Miller puts down the target. Herron from the stretch. Runner on first and nobody out. Pitch to Trout, and that is a line drive. No, Matt Williams comes up with an Erstad had to get back. Good diving play by Matt Williams. Here's Ohtani. He struck out his first time up. He's now officially 4 for 9. Miller puts down the sign. Herron looking to keep Erstad close. We'll see if he can get the lead 1-12. And he gets thrown out trying to steal. Damon Miller threw a strike, and Drew got him. So good tag there by Bell. There's now 2 outs, and Ohtani is now up by himself. Miller puts down the sign. Herron with a big windup and pitch to Ohtani. 2-6, and Ohtani draws the walk. Now, he can run a little bit. We'll see what they do. He'll still be a 1-12. Here's Tim Salmon. He had that big 3-run blow in the first. Miller puts down the sign. Herron from the stretch. Runner on first and 2 out. Pitch to Salmon. And that's a deep fly center field. Finley is there. Makes the catch and retires aside. We go to the bottom of the third. It's Salt Lake 3 and Reno 1. So far at Salt Lake, 3 runs on 3 hits, while the Aces are no runs on 1 hit. You're watching Salt Lake Bees baseball here as we play triple baseball. We're using STRAT's greatest franchise teams that I've created, as it's the best of the Angels taking on the best of the Diamondbacks. Here's Matty Williams. He is so far 3 for 8, a double and a ribby. Downing sets the target. Weaver looks in. Here's the pitch to Matt. 2-10, and that is a drive to left field. Boy, that's gone way back. That can go way back in the upper tier. So Matt Williams gets one back as he drills one deep to dead center. It is now 3-1 ball game. A big fly for Matt Williams. So it's a 3-1 ball game. First home run of the year for Matt. Here is Steven Drew. He's been hot. 7 at-bats, 2 doubles, hitting a lusty .429. Downing sets the target. Weaver now gotta be careful. Here's the pitch to Drew. 2-11 ground ball for a good play from Joyner. Takes it back, and that is 1 away. Here's Damon Miller. He's starting to get some at-bats now with Miguel Montero's injury. 1 for 4, had a home run in his first start, so welcome to the bigs, Damon. Downing puts down the target. Weaver looks in. There's a sign. Here's the pitch to Miller. And that is going to be a ground ball to third. Colossal to throw to Joyner, and that is 2 outs. Here's Kenzie Marte. He's 4 for 9. Struck out his first time up. Downing sets the target, puts down the sign. Weaver, the right-hander. Here's the pitch to the left-hander, Marte. 4-4, 5 ball, shallow center. Trout comes in, makes the catch, and we played 3 here in the desert. It's 3-1 Salt Lake, the third game of a series here in AAA baseball right here in the Sports Time Machine. Top of the 4th inning, Wally Joyner, followed by Bobby Grich and Brian Downing. Miller puts down the target. Dan Herron looks in. The right-hander starting to settle down a bit. Pitch to Joyner is a ground ball to short. Drew's got to throws him out to Goldschmidt for 1 out. Here's Bobby Grich. He's 0 for 1, 3 for 10 so far. A small sample size this season. Miller puts down the target. Herron looks in. The big right-hander pitch to Grich. 6-7 fly ball to center. Finley there. Makes the catch. There's 2 outs. So here's Brian Downing. We got him in the catcher uniform, 1979 card. And boy, he pays dividends with the way he swings. He's so far 1 for 7. Kind of struggling a little bit. Miller puts down the target. Herron looks in. Here's the pitch to Downing. 5-3. That's it. Back to the mound is Herron. He's got it and throws him out. Good play from Aaron. Good play from Dan Herron as he protected himself that time and made a strong throw. So we go to the bottom of the 4th inning here. 3-1 Salt Lake. He'll be Paul Goldschmidt, followed by Luis Gonzalez and Mark Reynolds. So again, Downing goes out and talks to Weaver. Downing puts down the sign for him. Weaver looks in, the big wind up and pitch. 6-8 and a walk. That's a walk he did not want to do. Goldschmidt does have speed. Here's Luis Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Ground out to double plays first time up. They'll need one of those right now. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver looks over at Goldschmidt. Here's the pitch to Luis Gonzalez. 3-9 and walks him. And that the problem happens. You got 2 snakes. You got 2 aces on the base pass. First and second, nobody out. And Mark Reynolds, the bat, he flew out deep his first time up. Weaver's got to be careful here. This is a part of the line. The Diamondbacks or the aces here do have a lot of power. So Downing puts down the sign for him, waves the signs. Weaver looks in from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Mark Reynolds, and that is going to be a base hit for Reynolds. That will score at least. Goldschmidt, Gonzalez will the third, has to stay right there, and it's a 3-2 ball game. So an RBI double Mark Reynolds. There's still nobody out, and here's Steve Finley. So now Jared Weaver getting dinged a bit. Second and third, nobody out. They will not play the infield, and that's not going to work. They'll play it back. It's still early. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver now from the stretch. Second and third, nobody out. Weaver needing a big pitch in this ball game. 5-6 and a 5 ball to center. Trout's going to line it up. Doesn't have the greatest of arms. Gonzalez scores from third, and we have a tie game. So with 1 out, runner on second, and we're tied down at 3. RBI sac fly for Steve Finley. Jay Bell flied out his first time up. Runner on second, now 1 out. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver looking in from the stretch to pitch to Bell. And that is going to be a walk. Another walk from Jared Weaver, his third of the ball game. First and second, 1 out. And here's Matt Williams. He went upper tank his last time, but boy, did he hit our shot. That went deep dead center here at the Aces ballpark. 3-3, one out in the fourth. The Aces trying to take advantage of this one. Downing sets the target. Weaver working from the stretch. First and second, one out, pitch to Matt. 4-7, he struck him out inside corner. Got him looking. So a big strikeout here. The umpires today are Dick Stellos behind the plate, Edward Sedal at first, Henry Soar at second, and Marty Springstead, the veteran, at third. I picked a kind of a Legends all-time umpires, including some of the current ones, as all the umpires. So you should get a good selection of umps during this kind of little league that I'm playing. Brian Downing again with two outs here. He needs a big out here from Drew. Drew grounded out his first time up. Downing behind the plate sets the target. Weaver looks in, first and second, two out, pitch to Drew, and Drew, fly ball to left. Erstad gets it and does, but they score two at the end of the four. It's 3-3. So both teams with 3 runs on 3 hits as we go to the top of the 5th inning here. Good solid baseball game here in the desert, as it's minor league baseball right here. As the Salt Lake Bees, represented by the all-time California Angels roster 3, and the Reno Aces, represented by the all-time Arizona Diamondbacks 3. Top 5, Fergosi followed by Gloss and Erstad. Fergosi 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Miller puts down the sign. Heron with a big windup pitch to Fergosi. 2-5 out. Oh my goodness, Fergosi got a deep find over the head of Gonzalez. Holy cow. So Jim Fergosi only hit, what did he hit on the year? Boy, he got a 1. He got the old 5% home run. So Jim Fergosi sends it out of here. That's actually his second home run of the season. And the Bees take a surprising 4-3 lead. Gonzalez leaped, and it just got over his glove. So now here's Troy Gloss. Miller puts down the sign. They did not want that to happen. Here's the pitch from Heron. Heron on a woo. He hits a line drive deep to left center field. That's trouble. Plays off the wall. Gloss will go on the second and makes it. Runner on second, nobody out. And the Bees once again have something going. Here is Darren Erstad, a single and a double so far. Miller puts down the target. Heron from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Erstad, and said Erstad. Gloss will score without a throw, and the Bees got a 2-run lead back. Another hit and run for Darren Erstad. 3 hits in the ball game already through 5. So now here's Mike Trout. 5-3 Bees. Miller puts down the sign. Heron now getting roughed up here. He was supposed to have a big shutdown inning here, and there's a walk to Trout. 2 on, nobody out for Shohei Ohtani. Will they leave Heron in, or he gives them a big blow to Ohtani? That might be all for Heron. Miller puts on the sign. Heron from the stretch. 5-3 ball game. 2-7 struck Ohtani out for the second time. Here's Tim Salmon. He came in the same situation the first inning in a big 3-run homer. Miller puts down the sign. Heron from the stretch. It's 5-3 Salt Lake here in the 5th. The pitch is struck him out looking. So Salmon sent down. Here is Joyner. So he's given up 5 hits, 6 hits, 3 walks, and 4 strikeouts through 4 2/3. Joyner first and second, only a 2-run lead. Big time for Heron to come up strong now. Miller puts down the target. Heron looks in first and second, 2 out to Joyner, and Joyner, fly ball to center. Finley will get it, makes the catch, and Heron gets him out of the 5th. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 5-3 Bees. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning, and it's a good one here. The best of the California Los Angeles Angels 5, representing the Salt Lake Bees. Reno Aces representing the best of the Arizona Diamondbacks 3. Let's go to some of our other scores if we can. It so far is, if I'm looking at this right, El Paso leads Round Rock 12-8. It's the River Cats leading the Redbirds 6-3. Tacoma leads Las Vegas 6-4. Then it's Oklahoma City leading Sugar Land 4-3. And then it's Albuquerque leading Durham on a score of 6-4. So last of the 5th, Dyer Miller the batter. Downing puts down the target. Weaver with the pitch to Miller. And that is good. Oh, Dyer Miller way back right center field. He has his second home run. Dyer Miller likes the major leagues. That's his second home run. He may not get the job back to Miguel Montero if Dyer Miller continues to hit this way. That is his second so far big leaguer. 5-4 Salt Lake here in the fifth. So Marte comes up. Downing puts down the sign for him. Weaver looks in. Here's the pitch to Marte. And that is a ground ball second. Gritz throws him out. That's one out. Here's Paulie Goldschmidt, singled and walked so far. Goldschmidt 7 at bats as a double, so looking for his first RBI. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver with the big windup to Goldie. Goldie struck him out in the middle of that card. Holy cow, 2 away. And now here's Luis Gonzalez. He's 0 for 1. Weaver trying to at least get through 5 if he can. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver with the big windup hits to Luis Gonzalez. That is another one at deep right field. Back goes Salmon. Leach makes that catch and brings it back in. There's a game-saving catch by Tim Salmon. He gets it back. Oh, you'll see that on the highlight film. 1-16 home run. He rolled at 19. What a catch by Salmon. Through 5. Salt Lake 5. Reno 4. 5-6-0 for the Bees, 4-4-0 for the Aces. What a catch by Salmon. Rich Downing and Fregosi against Herron here in the 6th. Miller puts down the target. Herron with a big windup to Gritch. Gritch on a 2-9 ground ball short. Drew throws him out, and there's 1 away. Here's Downing, 2 ground outs so far. Miller puts down the target. Herron with a windup. Here's a pitch to Downing. 2-4, no fly ball to left. Gonzalez is there. He makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here's Fregosi. Wow, what a home run by Fregosi his first time up. 5% chance, and he nailed it. So the Angels have hit one, and they also robbed the 90% chance. Miller puts down the sign. Herron with the big windup to Fregosi. And that's a ground ball short. Drew throws him out, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It is 5-4 Salt Lake. Reynolds, Finley, and Bell, that for the Aces here in the 6th. So Weaver trying to get through 6 here. Downing puts down a sign for him. Weaver looks in, and the big pitch to Reynolds. And Reynolds struck him out. That's a big strikeout for Weaver. He has 3 walks now and 4 strikeouts, giving him 4 hits through 5 1/3. Here's Finley 0 for 1. Sacrifice fly in the 4th, getting him a run. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver with a big windup and pitches to Finley, and that's a line drive at Gritch for 2 outs. Oh, he had a bullet, but Gritch had him. Played perfectly. Here's Jay Bell, 2 outs here in the 6th. 5-4 ball game, Ace. 5-4 ball game belonging to the Bees. So Downing puts down the sign. Weaver looks in. Here's the pitch to Bell. And that is going to be a fly ball to right. Salmon, an easier play. And now we played 6 with the score. 5-4 Salt Lake. Probably the last inning of work for Dan Herron in the 7th inning. Gloss, Erstad, and Trout. So far, Gloss 1 for 2 with a double. Miller puts down the sign. Herron looks in. The big pitch to Gloss. 5-10 struck him out. Big strikeout for Herron. That's 5. Now here's Erstad. What a ball game he's had. 3 hits and RBI, 2 singles, and a double so far. So far, a hot start for Darren, former Nebraska punter. Miller puts down the sign. Herron looks in. The big windup and pitches to Erstad. And that is another one deep to right field. He will be another way to the cycle. Herron around second. Finley can't get it. He'll throw it in, but Erstad is in the 3rd of the triple. 1 out triple, Darren Erstad. So now here's Mike Trout. Trout comes up, runner on 3rd and 1 out. Arizona will play the infield in, trying to get the run that they can. Miller goes out and talks to Herron. Miller sets the target. Herron from the stretch. Run around 3rd, 1 out. Pitch to Trout. And they will go to Matt Manti. So they'll go to the bullpen. Manti's last appearance was not good. He pitched an inning, 2 hits and 2 runs and a couple strikeouts. Miller puts down the target. A righty-righty matchup. Here's the pitch to Trout. And that is a walk to Trout. He's been walking all afternoon. 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Corners will now be in. They don't give Trout the auto steal. So it's 1st and 3rd. And with the infield playing in the mid-back, they'll look for a double play, but that's tough on Ohtani. He's 0 for 1, 2 strikeouts so far, lefty-righty on the matchup. Miller puts down the sign. Manti from the stretch. First and third, 1 out. Pitch to Ohtani. Ohtani struck him out for the third time. So now here's Tim Salmon. He's hit a 3-run homer and he's robbed the home run. Salmon now looking for a big blow here in the 7th, or can Arizona's bullpen hold? Phil Miller puts down the target. Manti working from the stretch. First and third, 2 out. Pitch to Salmon. That's a 1-8 single right field for Salmon. Erstad scores. Trout will go first to third, and it is a 6-4 ball game. Another RBI for Tim Salmon is fourth, and the Bees take a 6-4 lead. Now here's Wally Joyner. Nothing to show for it. 2 ground outs and a fly out so far. Miller puts down the sign. Manti from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Joyner. And Joyner with a line drive, but it's caught by Bell to end the inning. Let's go to the last of the 7th. It is 6-4 Salt Lake. Let's look at Weaver's point of weakness. We're trying to get the stars out of there when they said they do. He's a 7, so he can probably give me one more inning before I go to this bullpen. Downing puts down the target. Weaver now looking to see if he can put a nice 0 down and allow no problems here. Here's the pitch to Matty, and that's a line drive base hit for Matt Williams. So now here Stephen Drew comes up. He represents the tie run here for the Aces. Downing will go out and talk to Weave. What a ball game we have here in the desert. Salt Lake with a 6-4 lead. Third game of the series. Both teams have 1-1. Downing puts down the sign. Weaver working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Drew, and that is a fly ball center. Trout will be there. That's a catch, and Williams will hold. Here's Dyer Miller. All of a sudden, he's found the Babe Ruth mojo. He's 2 for 6, both being home runs so far. Welcome to Bigs, Damon. Downing puts down the target. Weaver from the stretch. Runner on first and 1 out. Pitch to Damon Miller. That's a double play ball. Lost the Gritch to Joyner. So there it is. So nice outing for Jared Weaver. He gets the pat on the back by Mike Scioscia, and that should be all for him. So we'll see what happens here. Gritch, Downing, and Fregosi. Right against Matt Manti here in the 8th. It's a 2-run lead. Miller puts down the side for him. Manti looks in. Here's the pitch to Gritch. Gritch on a ground ball to short. Drew throws him out 1 away. Here's Downing. Downing 1 for 9. A walk and 2 strikeouts. Miller puts down the target. Manti looks in. Here's the pitch to Brian Downing. 3-8 and a walk to Downing. 1 on, nope, 1 out. Here's Fregosi. 1 for 3 and that 5%er home run back in the 5th inning off Heron. Miller puts down the target. Manti from the stretch. Runner on first, 1 out. Pitch to Fregosi. That's a 1-3 and struck him out 2 away. So here's Gloss. 2 outs in the 8th. Can Gloss get a big blow here? Runner on first, 2 outs. Miller puts down the sign. Manti from the windup. Here's the pitch to Gloss. 6-8 and a walk. That will tire Manti out. Probably see a new pitcher here to pitch to Erstad. He's a home run from the cycle. We'll see if Erstad can find Joyce here for Salt Lake. How about a cycle in the first weekend of the season? Manti, I'm sure we're going to see a new pitcher here. We will, and it will be Archie Bradley with the beard. No home runs on his card. He's got to get one on his own. That is a 1-4 or 1-11. He could have history as the first Bees to have the cycle. First and second, 2 outs. 6-4 Salt Lake, 2 outs here in the 8th. Miller puts down the sign. Archie Bradley with the pitch to Erstad. Nope, ground ball back to Archie Bradley. That's a 2, and he'll get the fielder's choice. Erstad able to beat it out. Good slide by it was 2 out. Sorry about that. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's 6-4 Salt Lake. So now Reno comes up in the 8th, and Archie Bradley does his job, ladies and gentlemen. And now Salt Lake will probably have to go to a new pitcher. It will be Marte, Goldsmith, and Gonzalez. Switch right, left will come up. So now the question is who will come in and pitch. So we'll see here. Let's go to the visiting team here. So let's see who will be coming out with Percival and now Frankie Rodriguez on this team. And that's the question, who's going to be up here. So it'll be a switch right and left. Oh boy. So let's go to Brandon Donnelly and see what he has to offer me. So Brandon Donnelly making his first appearance of the season. He was 2-2, 3 saves, 1.58 ERA, 55 hits, 74 innings. So Downing puts down the target. Donnelly's going to have to get him right now. Here's the pitch to Marte. And that's a strikeout inside corner for Donnelly. So Brandon Donnelly gets a big K. And now here's Goldschmidt. 1 for 2, a walk, a single, and a strikeout. Downing puts down the target. Donnelly with the big fastball inside. And that is a base hit left field for Goldie. So Goldie's on. Brings the tying runner to plate for, yes, Luis Gonzalez. But you know what? They are going to call him back. So here comes Mike Scioscia, and he'll come out and wave for the lefty. They don't have a lot of lefties in this bullpen. It'll be Scott Downs. So Downs will come in. Downs making his first appearance so far. And he's a good one on this Angel staff. He's not been in yet. He was 6-3, 1 save, 1.34 ERA, 39 hits over 54 innings. Runner on first, 1 out, 6-4 ball game. Downing puts down the sign, lefty in Downs, and the pitch. And that's a 4-3 base hit right field. Gonzalez. Goldschmidt will hold first and second, 1 out. And here come the aces. So now Mark Reynolds, the batter, and they may leave Downs in there. Downs only 1 out, so he shouldn't be too bad giving up shots here. Downing goes out, kind of talks to Downs, puts the sign back in. Downs working from the stretch, first and second, 1 out, and they will run A.J. Pollock over to first. So he'll be the pinch runner. He'll be the pinch runner there for the Diamondbacks. So excellent speed on the bases for the aces. Downing puts down the target. Downs from the stretch. Here's pitch to Mark Reynolds, 5-11, 5-ball left field. Erstad will be there, makes the catch, and runners will hold. 2 outs in the 8th for Steve Finley. So Downing stays in and pitches to the lefty. If he doesn't get him out here, you might see a 4-out save for either Percival or K-Rod. Both are getting loose. Downing puts down the sign. Downs from the windup here, from the stretch. 2-8. A deep drive left center field. Way back, it is gone. Hello. Yes, this is me. This is Mike. How can I help you? Okay, tell him I'll be down in a minute and I'll help him, okay? Thank you, sir. Okay, bye. And it's 7-6, a 3-run bomb for Steve Finley. Jay Bell will ground the first hit to Joyner, throws him out. And yes, folks, we do have a rain delay as we'll go to the 9th. Actually, we are in the 9th. So let's go ahead and swing real quick. Trout, Ohtani, and Salmon. And that's going to be a 5-ground ball to short. So Brad Ziegler in for the save. Ohtani 0 for 3 and a walk. Here's the pitch, and Ohtani ground ball to second. Bell throws him out. So the Bees are down to their last out. Here's Tim Salmon. He has 4 RBIs in the ball game, including a homer in the first. Let's see if he can tie it here. We'll go to a rain delay if he hits it. Miller puts down the sign. Ziegler from the windup to Salmon. It is a struck him out, and the Aces take 2 out of 3. Well, folks, that is a ball game first. I have to go and get my job. 7-6 Aces. Aces 7-8-0. Bees 6-8-0. That's a final here. Aces go to 2-1. The Bees go to 1-2. Thank you, folks, for coming in. Appreciate it. Well, have a good night and see you soon.